I trust you wrapped up warm. Those who kill for sport deserve no better.
Over here! Sick! Over here! This one! This one. This one. All yours, Frodo. Over here. Go for it. Get him.
They don't look happy.
Go for it. This one. Go to him. Get him. Sick him. Get him. Go to him. Sick him. Get him. This one. Go to him. Attack. Get him! Over here! Get him! Over here! Get him! Slow. Farewell! Get him! Stick him!
Peace at last. Good girl.
Faster!
surrounded. Straight home now.
Get him! Over here! Over here! Get him! This one!
Playtime for the pack, is it? Let me introduce you to mine.
Farewell! Over here! Sick! Rotor! Over here! This one! Over here! This one! Get him! You're finished! Over here!
And then there was one.
Get him! Over here!
That wasn't too bad, was it, Torgal?
Get him! This one! This one. Seems this one has a little more life left in it. All right then. Get him! Over here! This one. This one. Back to sleep with you.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border cross.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
The conquering hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map? The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
How may I help you today, Clive? Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, lady. It's true.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business? or pleasure. It's a relief. Thank you, Clive. Coin purse weighing you down? Finished, are you?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Cooker is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. Huh? A new beginning. Under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Clive. Good bloody riddance. Mine included. What's that for you, dear? Anything else? Back, are ya? What do you want? No scratches, all right? Yeah, that should do you. Anything else?
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No. To share mine, actually.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
My knowledge is yours. Were you aware... But what of the twins themselves? Yes, change will come. I have said it many times. His story is ended. I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting. What subject shall we consider today?
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. Hugo Kupka is dead.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud.
Very well.
Don't come up with something soon.
All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal.
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts meching. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
Think mid. I need some help.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep it. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Gav, you're with me.
All right, then. So, where do we find this Stardust stuff?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
Southern reaches of the Velcroy, eh? That's down past Dalamil. I'll go and scout the place out. See about hiring us a wagon to bring the stuff back to.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
While you're off having a paddle, I'll pick up the rest of this stuff from Blackthorn's supplier. Take care.
You two, eh? Don't go letting him fleece ya.
Fleece me? I'd like to see him try.
In your own time.
Good day to you, Sid.
It's all but spent. What do we do now?
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Are we had to dig a new cellar?
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or, given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I want...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lost...
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves. Or something we need to take more seriously.
talented with that rod of yours.
I've caught my share with it, as did my grandfather before me.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it. Screeching out from it, ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me. And I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here.
What the hell are you doing here? What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive. Go for it! Waken winds! Stay down! This one! Go for it! Attack! Go for it! Get him! Go for it! Enough!
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the tail are all but worthless.
Clive, how goes the hunt?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me, and it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth. I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, and fight it I did in my own. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. A means of ridding himself of his rivals. A mask to hide the rot. His response, however, was rather more visceral. And he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones. My livelihood. The faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might... So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, but the man himself proved an altogether more... With money and power come... And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here...
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunt, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. Our wounds are the same. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him. My friends and comrades,
I'm not going to change his mind.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Leave now. There'll be no one to man the shop. Gone, just like that. And without so much as a...
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished. Well, I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss.
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see.
All right.
Oh. Where's your mother's rocket?
Plates and pots!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone.
That can't be true.
Faster!
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish, certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of...
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work.
Recapture it? You know, you might just be right. I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
My carpet!
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique...
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her invite... True, my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her? And look, inside. She's filled... Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my...
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks... not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. I don't know how you did it, but you have... Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do... You have to use the good salt.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more.
It would make a fine gift.
No use calling Ambrosia now. Let's go.
Yeah!
No need to ride from here. Looks like I found the river. Where's... Have. Sorry to keep you, Gav.
Better late than never. I've had a quick scout about, and I reckon round here's our best bet if we want to grab as much of this Stardust stuff as we can. Don't know what Blackthorn's planning to do with it, though. I asked over in Dalamil, and they seem to think it was worthless. But if Stardust is what Blackthorn wants, Stardust is what he'll get. There's plenty of the stuff lying about, just begging to be bagged.
Then let's get bagging, shall we?
We shall. Race ya.
So this is Stardust. It just looked like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Gav's getting on.
You finished? How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
Oh, you win. That might even be enough for old Blackthorn. Hey, before we go, do you mind if we have a chat? Feels like ages since we had the chance to talk. You know, man to man like.
It does, doesn't it?
Back when you first took Sid's name, we were talking all the time. Working out what to do in that.
There was a lot to work out.
And there still is. Those shoulders of yours starting to feel the strain. Hardly ever see you around the hideaway nowadays. Always on some errand or other. You can take a day off, you know.
Says the man who spends most of his time behind enemy lines.
Only 'cause you keep sending me there.
I know I can count on you, Gav.
Likewise. So you keep sending me wherever you need to, and I'll keep going. Safe in the knowledge that I have a home to come back to. Thanks to you. Right. That's enough soppy shite for one day. We'd better get this lot back to Blackthorn before he slings his hammer at someone.
You go on ahead. And try to get some rest once you're there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. After Blackthorn gets what he needs, of course.
Right. Ready to go home, boy? Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
We should go out on maneuvers together more often. Or be sneaking around on your Todd all the time.
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started work on the plane.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
salvage from the ruins. I thought that
But we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to jet. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement step. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone, to achieve, in other words, the reactor would over... This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of... Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper,
You can stop there. And Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the piece. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Then I suppose I'd bet... Would that help?
Oh, very much. I'll gather my team and head there right away.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
This is no time to ride. Let's go.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
Be safe. It's over.
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told.
Of course. Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Go to him!
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid!
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one...
Right. The shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire, which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even... I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what...
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greens to the...
Harpocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light, as you can imagine. She's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the record.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even... And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. An obelisk complaint. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragons.
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the knowledge of the past may yet prove...
Thank you, Harbog. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the...
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. So, Clive, who will accompany you?
Very well. So then, what do we need to...
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts. Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here, I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in North.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will.
You two enjoy yourself.
You too, Talia. Now, where's Jill?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has...
All anyone ever wants.
Fresh cut!
Am I supposed to not find a...
Are those Pepio nuts? I can never tell.
How goes the hunt for ingredient?
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of...
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I hope it's to your liking. Good day.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Thanks for nothing.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep... But before we head back, would you... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the... Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith.
How could I forget?
What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in, but then I tried a slice of it.
You all right?
It's just... you're right. Clive, is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally... when we can live on our own terms.
No. Thank you, Clive. Well, I suppose we best be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew. How's work on the shielding progressing up?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing. And now that we have all the ingredients,
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my...
I'm sure you... What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all.
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice, just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying them, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Harpoc. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Oh, I'm never drinking.
Blackbird crystal too? You're joking.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat, a coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off, my gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the twins turned black... That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things... I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but we're...
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get...
Don't you always? All right. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about...
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too, now that you're little...
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
a crystal too? You're joking.
Hopefully it's nothing. What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him. Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help? Blackthorn.
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. That you might still be doubting your craft. Even up, perhaps sharing your thoughts might...
That bastard's like a dog with a butt. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well... Karen showed me something.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck, you could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that.
So that's what's troubling.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More...
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with...
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulate. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now it didn't like him. Which you've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was? A frost...
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything. Yep.
You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single...
Running around after him again,
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight in, which made it nice and easy.
Can you tell me who bought it?
You think I tell people in my class? Suppose you're not likely to go, Nick. Fine. If you stop mooning at me like... Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourites. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh. And he's a touch eccentric.
I appreciate the warning. Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to... She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not... If we assume that his newfound magics... It may well be that the Bones Lady Karen is accustomed to provide. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals. As to where one might find a suitable substitute... I
don't recall ever seeing any that.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Clive.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto won't be listening. A little. Listen. I've some bad, and it's maybe my fault. Sadly, that square turned out to be... I can straighten it out, I swear, but I'm gonna need help keeping...
Bit late for that.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me get this straight. And instead of coming, you get Clive to come to you. You know, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, lady...
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million
each. 5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well,
Those ledgers were my responsibility.
We have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Ross after the King's ransom we had off him. He deserves better than just... Besides, we'll need to learn to...
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder... Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these. A little something Sid and I set aside, and I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making it. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your...
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather...
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you.
Well... I suppose this is...
Don't worry.
Really?
No.
Sid, reckon you might be...
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me, mate. Lovely bit of kit, it is. Bunging a solution you want. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurity, which is why
I've been looking for something to filter the liquid.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too.
Proper?
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university store. You pour the blackest blight water through it. And so, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king.
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind, I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame, and...
All right.
Thank you kindly.
Think Mid might need some help tidying up.